Welcome, welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
so grateful for you giving me some time tonight so we can share the event that's coming up. We're
Hmm.
going to make this quick so that people can really digest what it's all about and make plans
Sure.
to be there with us. But do you want to first share kind of what is the National Grief in Public Day? How did you hear about it? And then we'll kind of dig into what to be expected.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm always happy to see your face.
Same.
Um, yeah, so it's funny because I first heard about it in 2023. So it had been only that was the second year. And it was from colleagues in the US. So there was a small group of colleagues that I don't directly work with, but I've been involved with and communicated with for a number of years. And they are all in the realm of death doula work and grief tending and um, really beautiful decolonizing sort of attitudes around how they're offering grief support in their communities. And they were from sort of the Philly and Washington areas primarily. And they were very specific to me when I started talking to them about this, that they didn't want a particular person to be credited with the idea in the first place because they want the focus to be on the day and in community. So I'm very politically oriented, very aware of systems, very aware of the impact and harm that systems can create. And when we look at the systems, they are colonial systems, they are capitalist systems. And when we're talking about supporting people in grief, that falls right within that. So we have
Mm.
sort of an idea of what we're supposed to do, how long we're supposed to grieve, with the ultimate goal under capitalism
Yep.
is to get us right back to work,
Get back to
right?
work. Yep.
So we're not bringing it back to this event. It it's totally aligned with that, right? We're out there as community people primarily. That's the key. We are out there. We happen to be professionals who work in this field in various ways, but we're there to connect with people. And we're rewriting the narrative about where we're allowed to express grief and
Hmm.
where it's acceptable to
Right.
express grief. So by setting something up outside in public, already that's against the rules because grief and the expression of grief is supposed to be behind closed doors. We're not supposed to cry in public, all these ridiculous expectations on people. And so we're going to kind of flip that narrative on its head and say, yeah, this is okay. We can be in public and we can talk about it and we can share our loved ones. We can share our losses. We can share the hurts that we're carrying because everyone is carrying hurt.
There's going to be some activity stations. What are some of those
Mhm.
stations that people can come in and participate in?
Yeah, so we've got approximately eight
Keeps
different
growing.
stations that that we're going to set up, all ages, so it'll be family friendly. And again, it's not we want to make sure that people understand that this is like an approachable place, approachable people. We are not expecting people, unless they choose to sit down and actually talk about their loss or the pain that they have, but they can. So that I think the first one that you had mentioned on our group page was that we'll have a quieter spot somewhere. We'll set up a table and or a bench where those who wish to talk about their loss maybe don't have anywhere else to talk about it can take one of us to the bench, to the table, and sit and chat for a bit. Um, I also anticipate that as people are doing some of the more benign activities, which I'll speak about in a minute, um, something might arise and they may need to talk to somebody about it because maybe they haven't for a long time. We don't know. This is like we said, we don't know what to expect entirely, but we're all equipped to deal with it. Yeah, so there's that. There will be I'm not going to remember the names of them, Jenna. I don't have that in front of me, but there'll be a memorial, remember me tree of some kind, where we will be inviting participants to either write the name of their loved one, write something about the loss that they've incurred, a message perhaps to their person. And then we've got ribbons and string and all kinds of things lovely that they can use to tie it. So it'll just be sitting there. They're all lovely shaped. items that people can write messages on. Cool ones. There will be a board that will be really nice for people to be able to leave encouraging messages for others, so
Yeah.
that if you have been a griever, if you've gone through some things, you've learned some lessons along the way, you've learned some things that might be helpful, we'll have a station so people can just put some words of encouragement and words of love for others to read as they're coming through. There'll be poems and quotes that people can read and tuck away and take with them if it's inspirational for them to stick on their fridge when they get home.
What are you
Um,
hoping that people feel or take away from the experience?
oh my gosh, the biggest thing, Jenna, for me is that there'll be a moment in time that afternoon where they are seen, where they will be able to
Mm.
put words. That's the other thing. We had another station where people can actually put down what they're grieving. Just
Yeah.
sticky notes, right? Like, what are you grieving today? But that's it. The normalization, the validation, the looking someone in the eye and recognizing that you're carrying this and you've shared it today and we've
Hmm.
held it for you, right?
I'm crying already.
It's
I
the,
think this is going to be such a moving experience,
I
and
do too.
I can't wait to see who comes and who shares.
Mhm.
And I think it's going to stick with us until next year when we do it again.
I know, I know. I have huge plans thinking ahead to the next year, and in fact, I'm so impressed how much has come together in such a short time
Yeah.
because we all feel the same way, right? We all want people to feel loved. We all
Yeah.
want people to feel seen and I think about my own experience, and I'm sure you've thought about yours and how we walk through our days,
Mm,
almost invisible. It
yeah.
feels almost invisible sometimes that we don't know who to say it to. We don't know where it's safe.
Yeah.
So this again is like a safe place where
Yeah.
people can come in and say, and or shed tears and know that we're like there with them in that moment instead of going, oh no, I can't talk about this and walking away.
Yeah.
Like people will be able to just look us in the eye and if they choose to and feel like we're really listening. And that's such a rarity. And how sad is that?
Hmm.
I want to be able to offer that, and all of you will be there to offer that. And we don't know how many people will show up. It doesn't matter. If one person walks through and felt held and hugged, literally and figuratively,
Yeah.
then it will be have completely worth our time and effort.
I love
Hmm.
it. Well, thank you so much for bringing this to life, inviting all of us into it as well. I'm going to put the details of where it is, the time, and everything, and all those stations.
Yeah, thank you. I apologize. I just like I
Well,
said,
they
it's
keep
late and
adding.
I'm
There's more every time I look. So,
yeah,
yeah,
it's all awesome. Just guaranteed it's all awesome. So yeah, read the details when Jenna posts them.
amazing. Thank you so much, Cheryl, and we'll see you on Sunday.